Doppler online. A marginal risk is posted today from the Central Plains into the Great Lakes, and if you live anywhere from Des Moines to Chicago to Indianapolis, you need to keep one eye on the sky this afternoon. The main concern is damaging wind and large hail, not tornadoes. Before this briefing ends, I will give you my specific call on where the biggest hail falls and exactly when. My read on this setup is straightforward. A series of low-pressure centers across the plains are generating just enough lift and moisture to fire scattered severe storms this afternoon. But instability is limited, and this is not an outbreak day. On your screen now is the jet stream forecast. Upper-level energy is broad and diffuse, sliding northeast across the central states, providing modest support, but nothing focused enough to generate widespread severe weather. Now looking at the surface forecast chart. Multiple weak lows are strung out from the Rockies into Kansas with a warm front draped across the northern plains, and that boundary is going to be the trigger for storm development later today. The hail probabilities are the detail that matters most today, so let me walk you through the hazard maps. Look at the Day 1 wind map first. A 5% damaging wind probability stretches from central Oklahoma northeast through Iowa and into northern Illinois. That is a broad area but a low probability. Storms that produce wind today will be isolated, and gusts near 60 miles per hour are the ceiling. Secure patio furniture if you are in that corridor. Now here is the Day 1 hail map, and this is where I want your attention. A 5% hail probability covers a wide swath from eastern Kansas through Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, and into southern Michigan. But notice the hatched area over eastern Kansas and central Oklahoma. That hatching means hail 2 inches or larger is possible in that corridor. That is golf ball-sized hail, large enough to shatter windshields and dent roofing. If you can get your car under cover in that zone this afternoon, do it. A brief tornado or two cannot be ruled out, but wind and hail are the primary threats today. Now I want to show you exactly which cities sit inside these risk areas, because if yours is on this list, your afternoon plans need a weather check. The cities under the marginal risk today are Kansas City, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Springfield, Missouri, Des Moines, St. Louis, Chicago, Milwaukee, Indianapolis, and Columbus. Kansas City and Tulsa sit closest to that significant hail hatching, so those two metros carry the highest consequence today. Chicago and Indianapolis are on the northeast edge where coverage will be more scattered, but a strong storm is still possible. On your screen now is the model radar forecast showing where storms are expected to develop and how they move over the next 18 hours. Initiation begins around 2 to 3 p.m. central across eastern Kansas and western Missouri as afternoon heating destabilizes the warm sector. Storms push northeast through Iowa and Illinois between 5 and 9 p.m., reaching the Chicago metro by late evening. The window closes after midnight as instability drops off. My call. The Kansas City metro sees the largest hail between 3 and 6 p.m. central. That is where the significant hail zone and the best storm fuel overlap. No watches or warnings are active right now. Given the marginal risk level, the Storm Prediction Center may issue a mesoscale discussion this afternoon if storms organize, and a severe thunderstorm watch is possible for eastern Kansas and western Missouri by mid-afternoon. Have your weather alerts turned on so you hear it the moment it drops. Keep alerts active and stay weather aware through this evening. Now looking ahead. Tomorrow, Day 2, a slight risk develops over the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area, with a 15% damaging wind probability and significant hail hatching over northeast Texas. That is a meaningful step up from today. Shreveport and Fort Worth sit in the marginal zone around it. By Day 3, the slight risk shifts east into Mississippi and Alabama, centered on Jackson and Birmingham. Days 4 through 8 are quiet nationwide. No severe probabilities posted anywhere across the country. On the cold side of this system, the surface forecast chart shows heavy snow potential draped across the central Rockies from Wyoming through Colorado. If you are in the high country, late-season accumulations are possible through tonight. That is unusual for early May but not unheard of with this pattern. Now for the good news. Out in the Pacific Northwest, Seattle is looking at 80 degrees and sunshine. If you are out there, enjoy it. That is one of the warmest days of the year so far. Doppler tracking. Doppler out.